for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Good route in the comeback, and he makes the catch. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the ground with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and they're up 8-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was working his way on the return forward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Good hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking for a man. It's Green. Punts it out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. The screen, he can go. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Green. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The give to the tailback. Trying to take it back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got his man quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands. Seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires on the move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your...
Going for the goal line. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium. And the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have to check his fillings after that flick, but he did get the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Takes the easy completion. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running back searching for a hole. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Green. Snagged out of the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't... Where he's lined up or what routes he's running, he just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Turning it on. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays.
It's caught. That's a touchdown.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. To the air. It's Green. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. And no one can get a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds on the onside kick attempt.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Booker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here we go. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Okay.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Ready up. 29.
Back to throw, it's Green. Looking to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
They bring the punter onto the field. Oh, he's not punting. He's going to throw. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Green. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the window
breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's a fake, going for the sticks. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And now this offense will take the field again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Trying play action. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Green. Forced out of the pocket. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. There he goes. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to BYU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
On the ready? Come on, set.
Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. To the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. He turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off play action on 1st down. Buys a little time. He's got it inside the 25. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Green. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line.
Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He leaves it with his back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Stone. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to pass. It's Green. Sends it downfield. It's a big stride inside the 10. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference, defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Quarterback on the keeper. He's in for the score. Touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Slithers into space.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Power football with the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Line getting set on second down. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And the returner will be brought down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Back to pass, it's Green. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 21 over Troy. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game.
29 Philly. 2-9.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Blasted as he lets it go. He's loose down the middle. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And this field goal team has been busy. They put on the heat and they blocked it. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
And after that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. The give and tick, 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 tick.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Showing the arm strength to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in it.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship